If you are already successful in business, you're doing 7 or 8 figures, or you're a high-level expert, but your online presence looks like belongs to a complete beginner, then this video might be for you. Look, I'm gonna put it really simply to you. So imagine this is your business, high level, up there, and your social media is here. Your most important task and goal should be that your social media reflects your level of business. Because when you try to explain them what you do, they see your social media is here, they see that your content quality is low, they see that you don't have clear messaging, content is not valuable, and you're not posting consistently, they will attach to it to your business. So our goal with our people is get their social media here and compete with the business so it's even here and you grow in the business. And listen, the problem isn't that you're invisible, and the problem isn't that you don't know how to record a video. The problem is that your expertise is currently trapped inside your own head because the process of getting it out is broken. And who am I to talk about this? My name is Elvis, and over the last few years, me and my agency have worked closely with some of the biggest personal brands in the world. People like Mike Thurston, Mooney, and Godfrey, a lot more. Different niches, different audiences, same underlying reality. They weren't just influencers, they were building massive real world businesses and legacies. But they understood one thing: if their online presence demanded 40 hours a week of their time, their business would just collapse. They need a system without them being overwhelmed constantly. Most people think that personal branding fails because founders aren't consistent or don't have good ideas. That is not true. It fails because the person behind the brand, you, do not have the time to become a full-time content strategist and creator. Right now, the industry expects you to run your company and research branding, audio hooks, write scripts that actually retain attention, figure out lighting, camera angles like I have right now, edit the videos, manage the platforms. To really be successful, you have to put all those things in place. There's a second full-time job, let's be real. This is a cognitive overload, and that is why so many brilliant, wealthy entrepreneurs quit content entirely. But there is a deeper, more painful consequence to your silence. You are doing a disservice to the world. You have a gift. Maybe you help people reclaim their health and live longer. Maybe you help them build wealth and break free from the poverty. But because you're invisible, those people remain stuck. They keep suffering with the same problems you know how to fix. Worse, yet because you aren't posting, they're buying from fake experts who are louder than you. You owe it to the market to show up, but you cannot show up if the process burns you out. So hiring a freelancer or posting more is not the answer. They can't extract genius from your head. Building a content infrastructure is the answer. This isn't theory. This isn't exact infrastructure we built for top-tier clients. You're probably curious about actual people and brands we managed to work with so far. And I want to dive straight in on case study and testimonial of Mike Thurston, and actually how we managed to work with Mike for over 4 years. Back in 2021, when we started to work, when I got the chance to meet him and actually pitch, he was doing well in YouTube and Instagram. I think on Instagram, he had around 800,000 followers, and YouTube just below or around 1 million subscribers. And he was doing great, but he did one mistake. He put, like most creators, all of his eggs in 2 baskets only. The next step for a creator at that scale is to spread out your content and your brand to as much platforms as you can. So I saw that he did have a TikTok account, and I asked him, why you don't have a TikTok account? And he said to me, listen, this is a kid's platform. I'm not doing any stupid dancing videos. And I quickly changed his mind. I said, it's not the case. To grow on TikTok, you don't need to do dances, or not only kids are there. I showed him a couple of examples of creators back then which were using this opportunity to grow on TikTok back when algorithms was rewarding you greatly, that they're doing educational fitness content, talk about training, nutrition. And back then in 2021, he only posted pictures on Instagram and YouTube long format videos. So he didn't have any short form content. So this is where we came in, and we actually was working on his brand from day one, creating all the short form content pieces you see today from zero, as you can see here. Yeah, this is a screenshot I took myself when I opened the account myself. These are some of the videos, right? So different styles, TikTok and all the short form platforms change when you go. This is also our strength. We constantly check for trends. We constantly check what is working, what people like to see. And that started with just talking content, but then we developed also a strategy where we use these short, impactful, high quality nutrition reels, as you can see right now. Yeah, where you simply just compare calories in foods, and you can see the results. Almost million views, 20,000 likes, a lot of shares, and this type of content reach many people, even people that don't speak English. This is one of the strategies we used. So like I told you, we did memes for him, talking content, and also his new venture. When we were 2 years in working with him, he started his podcast channel, which is a great move for a influencer or entrepreneur who wants to get out of his initial niche, which is fitness, to get more into business and speak with people that are doing other things in life. So that podcast, we also was part of the team from 0 subscribers up to 230,000 subscribers. And these are also the reels we created consistently. We posted for him every single day. You can see the results, a lot of views coming in. Just the importance of the short form content, really. You can post your long form, which is great to really connect with people and build trust, but short form content will give you that reach and top of the funnel content views. And the best way to grow is to show up consistently with it. Because once you post a reel, yes, it gets good traction, yes, it gets good views, and even if it's 2 million, 10 million view video, and after some time it will just slow down, and only way to keep moving forward and new people discover you to post more and more and more. And we had the system built in for Mike that we automatically manage his accounts and post this high quality content for him. One more thing, not only talking about TikTok, but the same content we post for TikTok, we also utilize and post for Instagram, because we can attract audience from many platforms. As I said, same content piece on TikTok, we generate a lot of views, generate a lot of views on Instagram, but from two different audiences. So you have audience from TikTok and from Instagram. So one video on TikTok got 1 million views, on Instagram it got maybe 800,000 views or also 1 million views. 2 million people saw it from different platforms. 2 million views from one video. Crazy. And to touch upon business side of things, what this content system and this consistent posting actually return Mike financially, right? You can see a lot of views, but if you can't convert them into actual buyers, so with some time, it just becomes a hobby, not a real business. So with this content, plus Mike was pushing his YouTube channel, he got signups and generated income for his fitness app, which is low ticket. And with this reach, you can really gather in thousands of people to pay for your fitness app. So with just consistent content, with right messaging, understanding essentials of what needs to be put in short form content. So it was possible to run and sustain a very good business with very good margins. To move on, Rachel Godfrey, you also work with women. We don't divide. So if you're a woman watching this, or you have ambitious wife, girlfriend, sister, friend, you can also share this to her. So Rachel came to us around 30,000 followers, and she was stagnating on the number for around 2 years. And the problem for her was, although she was posting content, she wasn't posting it consistently. And she was posting a lot of random things, and a lot of times she procrastinated or overthought the process. And sometimes she looked at the reel she didn't like and she didn't even post, right? So she came to us asking, guys, I need a strategy, and I need that you just build a system in that the post goes out consistently, because I understand I need to post. I'm just too critical with myself, and I know you're the best at this. So what we did, we said to Rachel, listen, we're going to post for you every single day, and we're going to post the content which is tailored to your audience. And you are going to come out more of yourself, show more your personality, because at start she was a bit afraid to show the real side of her, right? So this is what we did from 30,000 followers in 3 months. Right now, this is updated number, but in 3 months, we got her to 110,000 followers. This is really amazing case study. This video got her in first month, actually, I think it was the third reel, got 3.4 million views and 30,000 followers, one reel. And I always say this to people, you're one reel, one content piece away from completely changed brand, life, and everything. I don't have anything to say. So again, Rachel's problem was time, not a clear strategy, right? And not being consistent. So we combined all those things, and we still worked with her together for over 1.5 years. Also, to give you more context and value, what you can actually also start to do in your personal brand, not only talking videos works. What Instagram is pushing these days is also carousel content, which you can see also in these examples. We helped Rachel to generate these value-packed carousels with a lot of information that also people, you can see how many likes, shares, saves are on these posts. So this is something Instagram also favors together with Reels. So from the beginning, we started only with Reels content, and when we noticed the trend goes solely back to carousels, we introduced also carousels into our strategies. Then end of the month, we look what has performed the best, and the next month we double down on it. Just to show what we can do, we took the same video, right? And we just did it in our way, and it got almost 1 million views. Maybe a different placement, a different hook, different color grade, but you can already see the difference in quality and actually the result we got, right? Same here. Look at the quality of this video and this editing compared to this, right? You can clearly see the difference. Maybe also this person will ring a bell, Josh Mooney, just to quickly give so I don't repeat myself. Josh was overwhelmed with everything he's building, running a full-time business. So for him as well, we came in, gave him a clear strategy, also shot, edited, and distributed the content for him. So it's automated and he just sees the growth, because for him, edit all of that, post it took too much of his time. And some days he noticed, that he even forgot to post. And every day is a new opportunity to get noticed. So with Josh as well, I don't want to go that deep, but you can see the quality of his post before and after. 12,000 views versus 2.5 million views. Like, what is the investment actually to start to work with us, right? What is worth to him? What is worth for you to go from 12,000 views to go to 2.5 million views, right? Tremendous value. Yeah. More examples, also the thumbnails we created custom, everything premium, that people feel authority, and it's tailored to your brand. And don't take it in this way that how it looks for all of our clients here, that it will look the same for you. No, we tailor and we create designs and brand identity for each person and client we work with tailored, right? So for you, everything will be tailored. You maybe have a question. Do you work only with fitness creators or people that are kind of fit and only into that? No. Beyond fitness, we partner with entrepreneurs across all industries. So Richard Norris, real estate. Mattis from Eastern Europe sold his company for 100 million euros in FinTech. Also came here to be more recognized online and get more opportunities to him. He didn't need extra money or extra revenue. He needed just be more well-known and more recognized in the business space. Also, people in marketing, network marketing that are building communities. We helped them, to go from 2,000 followers up to 40,000 followers and then up to 20,000 followers. And the screenshot is missed, but we got to the point of 50,000 followers. Also, you can see, the views before, 200 views, 300 views, and views here. You can see 1.3 mil, 200,000, 100,000 views, right? Here you can see even 2.5 million views. Last thing, I've been talking a lot about short form content, which is important. And this is how I started my business. This is how I started to work with Mike. He was shooting, editing, distributing his own long form videos. I was doing short form. We understood the importance of actually having the full system together, right? That you have content for each top of the funnel where people discover you. But when the people have discovered you, this is where long form content plays a crucial role. So long form content, imagine this, for 10 to 20, even 30 minutes, or if you do a podcast for an hour up to 2 hours, have a chance to sit down with you and listen how you speak, how you think for longer. Similar like this video. Yeah, you build more trust with me because this is a longer video than I could ever explain in one reel. To make it really simple for you, this type of content will convert and will build the trust with your audience. So if you're serious about it, my suggestion for you is to post one long form video a week plus one short form content piece a day, taking in mind that you distribute to all platforms, because you never know where the traffic can come from. And some days, one platform, that video can go really well on TikTok, on Instagram, no, or other way around. Instagram could blow up on TikTok, no, but you have used that lottery ticket. So quickly to check one of the examples of the videos you're doing. This was specifically value-based content in a studio, just sharing his knowledge about business. And like I mentioned before, this guy has sold his business for over 100 million euros. So the value and the knowledge that guy has is in his head is tremendous. And of course, I suggest to him, you need to put it out on long form, right? You need to talk with people. You need to share that, right? Why you keep that trapped in your head? Give it out to people, right?
Often culturally, it sounds and looks cool when you say you're running several.
As you can see, high quality, right? We, put placements, B-rolls, texts wherever we need. So we strategically see where to keep it simple, so people not distracted by all the editing, and where we need to up the engagement. For example, here you can see there is pop-ups coming up, like there is B-rolls coming up, there is some files coming up, so people constantly are engaged to watch this video from the start till the end. Also public figures, other public figures, so we constantly are drawing the picture in viewers' mind. So it's not just video where he's just sitting there talking, because people will drift away, but we put strategically placements that we keep the engagement going, right? Not over editing, but really classy, really premium, and that just feels that you're different from other people that are just, filming it with bad light, with bad microphone. That doesn't give you authority. To sum this up, If you decide to work with us together, we are building this out similarly to other successful people we did that. If not, then like I told you, I really suggest you, highly suggest you to focus on short form content, top of the funnel reach where people will discover you, and also middle of funnel content, which is long form, where you will really connect and build trust with your audience. If you have this into play, then only then we can talk about other things we can help you actually grow the revenue and how to use AI and those systems and appointment setting to actually get all of the warmest people from your content to actually book calls and clients. And more on this, if you're a fit, I'll explain on our call when we meet. So yes, as you can see, we handle the strategy. So they just had to show up and speak. Different audiences, same principle. Your time is for expertise or time is for execution. Here's exactly how we solve this for you. We don't just edit videos and don't send you a Google Drive link. We actually architect and manage your personal brand from end to end. You don't sit at a blank page. We research your niche, we study your competitors, and we write the frameworks. We get on a call, ask you the right questions, and extract your genius out from you. We don't leave you guessing on camera. We guide the filming process, whether that is a remote guidance or on site, so you look professional, high status, and authoritative. We handle 100% of the posting production. We edit the videos to maximize retention. We write the captions in your voice, and we handle the posting. You don't manage a creative team. You don't research trends. You don't even log into Instagram. You speak for 3 to 8 hours a month. We give you 30 days of omnipresence. But having a great video is only half the battle, because views do not pay the bills. We understand that. Impact requires revenue. And this is where we go a layer deeper than any other creative agency out there. While my team handles the content, we simultaneously install our revenue infrastructure behind the scenes. We implement AI-powered systems that build those new views into booked appointments. That includes automated DM setters. When someone comments on your video, our system instantly messages them. Lead qualification. The AI vets them to make sure they can afford you. Calendar bookings. It puts qualified leads directly onto your sales calendar. So your content doesn't just make you famous, it allows you to actually change lives and getting people into your ecosystem. Now you might be thinking, I don't have time to film. That's the point. Our model is built to require only 2 to 4 hours a month of your time to generate 30 plus content pieces of content. One more is, I have 0 social media presence right now. Perfect. We love a blank canvas. It's easier to build authority correctly from scratch than to fix a bad reputation. Is this going to look inauthentic? No, because we extract the stories from you. We just polish the delivery. Who is this for? Okay, so this is for founders, entrepreneurs, and high-level experts who are already successful in real work and want online brand to match that success like I was talking before, without becoming a full-time creator. If you are just starting your business, if you are looking for quick viral hacks or price sensitive about investing in your brand, then I'm sorry to tell you, but this is not for you. We are looking for partners who understand that attention is the new oil currency, and they are ready to finally share their gift with the world at scale. If all of what I'm saying resonates, if you want to hand off the stress of content creation and just enjoy the impact, book the call below. This isn't a high-pressure sales pitch. It is a brand and revenue audit. We will look at your current situation, your expertise, and your goals, and then we will know exactly what your content infrastructure would look like. If we fit, we start building immediately. If not, you just leave with a clear roadmap. So stop guessing. Stop withholding your expertise from the people who need it the most. Book the call and let's get to work.